For most people, cancer is equal to a death sentence, and with good reason. But Dolly, who was first diagnosed with the disease in September 2006, doesn't. Her prayer as Kenya joins the rest of the world in celebrating World Cancer Day is that the government puts as much attention to cancer as it has in dealing with malaria and HIV/AIDS. The bubbly character says she couldn't believe it when the doctor told her she had breast cancer. And like any other person reacting to bad news, Dolly broke down and cried. Worse still, hers was the type that moves from one part of the body to the next.
Breast cancer is usually graded, so mine was graded as grade 3, which meant that it metastasizes, that it can move from one place to the other. In November 2006, which is called a mastectomy, where you have your breast cut off, and I had lymph nodes that were positive with cancer as well, which were taken off as well.
In February 2007, Dolly started her chemotherapy sessions, and they also came with their own evils. She would get nausea, and soon her hair started falling off. About 7 months later, Dolly stopped her chemotherapy sessions and was put on radiation for 3.5 weeks.
And I completed treatment. So for the next couple of years I was all right, until February 2010, when I had another lump again on my shoulder, and which was tested again and tested positive for cancer. So I had chemotherapy again. I had 6 cycles of chemotherapy, had radiation for about 2 weeks, finished in September 2010, and unfortunately it didn't go away. So I went to see the doctor again, was tested again, and I still had another lump.
Fortunately, this cancerous lump was still on the upper right side of her body. It hadn't moved to any other place. That would be worse.
So I've started chemotherapy again for the 3rd time, and I'm now doing my 3rd cycle. This is where I am at today. I don't know what doctors would advise, but from my point of view, well, if I'm told this is the best treatment for me, I would take it. I would not even give it a second thought. Because if you don't get treated, then you don't have a chance to live, because the cancer will keep on growing and growing. Your tumor will just grow and grow day by day.
The fight has definitely left a dent in her financial pocket, and Dolly says she wouldn't manage without her family and friends. Her support base has been her greatest inspiration.
You go to different places and you get different prices, because chemotherapy, unfortunately, is very, very expensive. This is a rough estimate. I would say probably 2 million so far. The 2 sessions combined come to 100,000.
So that's 100,000 per month?
Yes. And that does not include doctor's fee or tests or stuff like that, which you need to, and your blood work, you go into the lab. That does not include that. That is just the medication.
Dolly, who is also a mother of one, has had to make adjustments in her life. From a full-time logistics officer, the 42-year-old now only works part-time. Her love for math is unquenchable, and her job does it for her. She also tries to eat healthy and avoids fatty foods.
There are groups here in Nairobi, but you see, I don't live here, so I don't have time to come here all the time to meet with other people. But I've had a lot of support from family and friends. Yeah.
Dolly, who has a clean-shaved head, has since embraced the life-changing illness and doesn't feel sorry for herself. She doesn't even notice the stares she probably gets from strangers.
Be positive about it and know this is not the end of life. I'm here today. It's 5 years down the line, when I actually thought I would die, and I'm not dead. I'm still here, and you have something to live for. If you have something to live for, it's a good thing, because that's an ambition, that's an objective that you attain in life. And anyway, everyone is scared of death, no matter what, whether cancer, be it other diseases, be it being hit by a car or anything. You never know when your time comes.
Her spirit and energy has definitely rubbed off, and it is what will keep her going. Reporting for Capital News, I'm Ndonga.